If you've just joined us, you're on to the morning flight on LXP, where we entertain you beyond borders. And we'll be discussing a particular issue that actually concerns almost everybody. All of us should be security conscious, and we want to talk about effective policing. Gentlemen and ladies, what exactly is effective policing?
Effective policing is where security is guaranteed to the maximum. I mean, we want a police system that works where justice is served at every report. We want effective policing system where it is not transactional, but it is intentional about helping the citizens find security and protection at every point in time. The police system is just like saying a security guard. It's beyond just guarding the gate and being careful, noting who goes in or who goes out. The person studies everybody, has a background in psychology, knows when crime is about to happen, and does everything effectively to stop it. I'm saying things now in the layman terms, not like the real definition.
Yeah, we'll soon be joined by a security consultant.
You understand? So
Yeah.
I would call effective policing as that. When we're growing up, my dad used to tell us, police is your friend. Always give them information. Always help them find out what it is they need to know, because they are our friends and they're trying to help us. But we've grown up to have several reviews and several changes about the police. I still want to believe that they are friends, which is why we're having the show today. So
When we discuss the police, I have somewhat of some discomfort. My father actually was an ex-cop.
hey,
So when we talk about police, well, go on. What is
because
good
we know
policing?
many things that we don't know, I'm sure.
What is good policing?
The good policing is having a proper environment where the people that are being secured and the one that secures have interaction that are healthy and very healthy and is good for everyone. I say this to say that it means that not just not just the police system or the policing system, but also the people that are being protected as well. Mm-hmm. You know, it is, it's a system where properly people, places, including life and properties, are kept properly and are secured. And where there is trust and understanding, there's mutual respect for one another. Mm. It is not just, it's not peculiar to our region or to our country, but all across the world. And it means that you have a conversation. I like what you said, that how Daddy said that the police is a friend. And I can tell you that for many years in Nigeria, we've had where the police are trying to always let us know that the police is a friend, but there have been issues and counter issues that have happened. We cannot blame everything totally on them for a breakdown of the distrust or something, but I know it works in both ways. We have seen whereby not just beyond the policing of the general thing, let's take it to the micro level, from the home. My dad would always say, make it difficult for the thief to steal. How do you make it difficult for the thief to steal? It means that you also have to be extra vigilant on your part. So when it happens that way, there's a step. But now coming into the streets, you know everyone there's respect for one another, there's respect for life and property. So that when there is a breakdown of law and order, you are able to call people and correct people and say, don't do it, even before the police comes. So it is on the part of the citizenry, are you properly doing the right things at the right time? Because we have seen where people already, I've seen issues whereby those days, the moment you hear a siren, the blast of a siren, you are, even if you are not doing it, you want to ensure that you are doing things properly. But right now, the siren is coming, people are like, let's go. There's no care to anything at all. So it swings. I've been at the angle of the security. I understand what it means. I also been at the part of the citizenry, so I know what it is. But we're saying effective policing will always take place where there is a proper balance. I cannot come and share information.
Let's balance that.
Yes.
what you asked the question, what is good policing and effective policing? Now, going by the primary definition of what the responsibilities of a police officer should be, it should actually be maintaining law and order and ensuring that there is security of lives and properties. Now, when you talk about effective policing, it should be about a process that works. It's a process. Effective policing is not just something that you say. It's a process that's supposed to work. Take, for example, I did say that their primary responsibility is securing lives and property. Now, when there is a breach in this process, which is your responsibility of ensuring that lives and properties are being secured, there are supposed to be punitive measures that should be taken. But what we see in the security system or in the policing system is that there are correction measures via engagements with the offender.
Okay. Mr. Chuks Maha, a security consultant, has joined us on the program, and we'll be discussing effective and good policing. It's a pleasure to have you on the program, sir. Good morning, sir. Mr. Chuks Maha, security consultant, it's a pleasure having you on the morning flight, LXP, where we're talking about effective and good policing.
Yes, I'm very much with you.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the program. I'll give it to you straight away like this. What will you describe as good and effective policing?
Well, just like governments, policing is meant to be people-based. And when we talk about security of the people, by the people, for the people. And this can be brought about where everybody, all stakeholders, are involved in the business of security.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very apt answer. Now, is the Nigerian police, what is the reason for the bias or the way we see them? Is it because they are underfunded? Is it because they are undertrained? What is the Nigerian government doing to ensure that the police is equipped with the right personnel and the right equipment?
Okay, I will look at it from three different angles now. First and foremost, the Nigerian police is the best police force outside Nigeria within the continent of Africa. We are number one. And moreover, we are number 6 outside the country. Now, if these same policemen who pick up all these laurels outside the country, back at home have failed, then there's a fundamental problem. The problem is not totally with the police, but with us, government, and we ourselves. Now, why do I say this? The police is being used extensively, misused by the people, and...
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I'm sure we'll still get him back. He was talking about good and...
You know, the point he was trying to make about the fact that for the police system to work, it's not just about the personnel that are being, introduced into the system. It has to do with the individuals, the citizens of such a state. Take, for example, Lagos State as a case study. Now, for the police personnel to be effective, the citizens of this state should learn to respect law and order. And when you are caught wanting, in disrespecting law and order, would you allow yourself to be apprehended rightly? Take, for example, you see the police people also trying to control traffic in Lagos State. They are at some roundabouts and junctions. And maybe you find a traffic offender who went through one way or something. And the first response of the citizen is to, Oga, you bring out your hand from the window. You're trying to give him something to let you go.
Okay, sorry. Okay, fine. Chuks Maha, security consultant. It's a pleasure to have you back on the program. So you were talking about, you were making a point the other time.
Yes, I was. I was talking about the use, misuse, and abuse of the police. Yeah. And I said earlier on that this same policemen who win laurels outside the country seem to fail when they return back. Now, the question here is that we have over 370,000 policemen in active duty in Nigeria now. Now, almost 1/3 of them are taken and deployed for politicians alone. By the banks, oil companies, and of course the embassies. The very few that are left are not enough to go around to provide services for you and I. So what goes on from here on? We all know that the crime itself cannot be fought and won by the police alone in our communities. And that's why a few people have said that we should now have what they call community policing. Now, if this is the case, we'll be able to harness and tap on the kind of security from the police we need. The police are not useless. After all, they are Nigerians. They didn't fall from heaven or from hell. But the truth of the matter is that we all need to put our hands on deck to put in place the kind of police we want. Yes, it is true, I have argued, that the kind of training in terms of they give them in the police academy is faulty. Again, and should be reviewed. One of the things they should bring in is psychology, human psychology, where the star culture comes into place and into being, where everybody is treated with respect, assumed to be innocent until proven guilty. That is the thing. It's not the salary. Because I want to believe that anybody who joins the police has come into self. And that is it.
Sir?
So we need here.
Okay, sir. Sir, please, I just wanted, you make mention of the community policing. I just want to find out, is Nigeria ready as of now for community policing? And why does it seem to be as though some people are fighting against it?
Now, we need to understand something. There's a difference, a separation between community policing and state police.
Yeah.
What you are misleading is state police. It's not community policing.
Okay.
Community policing is where everybody is involved.
Okay.
State police is when it's owned by the state, where the governor runs the police as if it were his personal security agency.
Okay.
Yes. And that is the one I would not. That is the one I will tell Nigeria is not ready for.
Oh.
Right.